In this video, we will be showing you how to install and configure the AV Link. In the box, you will receive the following: the AV Link, which is 1.1 ounces, a certificate of conformance card, which will have the serial number on it. Please put that in your logbook, and a Get Started card with a QR code that will take you to our web page so that you can download the installation manual for the AV30C and the pilot's guide for the AV30C, both of which have the AV Link information in it. The tools you're going to need are a 3/16" nut driver or wrench and a flat-headed screwdriver. The AV Link is designed to interface with an existing AV30 display. The AV Link is mounted in series between the AV30C and the AV30C back shell connector. Make sure to tighten up the nuts, not too tight that you would break something, but not too loose that it will make an improper connection. Now we'll get the connector to go in the back. Now we've connected the AV30 with the AV Link attached to a power supply, and I'm going to show you how to do this on the bench. So I've connected pin 1 to power and 9 to ground. To connect the AV Link to Wi-Fi, we will first need to turn on the AV30 and the AV Link that is now connected and place it in the install mode. I want you to pay attention to the splash screen as it comes up. It says 2.3.9. This is old software, and we're going to need to update that first. So the first thing that we're going to want to do is get into the install menu and enable the AV Link. If you have older software, like our first software, 1.0.18, this may not be an option for you until you get it updated. So we are going to rotate to serial 3. I'll eventually get there. Serial 2, serial 3, AV Link. It's already been turned on, but if you find it at none, you'll click the center button, rotate to AV Link, and then click the center button again, and then click done, the left button. This now will enable the Wi-Fi to be on continuously. If for some reason you have 1.0.18 and don't have this option, then the Wi-Fi will only be on for the first 5 minutes. So you'll need to connect to the Wi-Fi in the first 5 minutes and then update the software. Then you can turn on that serial port 3. If the AV30 is not going to be used for the display, traffic display, which I'll show you right now, by pressing and holding the center button, you get to the DG, press and hold, and you get to the traffic display. If you're not going to be using the traffic display, then after the update, turn off serial port 3. So what we're going to do is I'm going to show you on the iPad how I connect to this AV Link. So let's go over and look at the iPad. Okay, so first you're going to need to do is I need you to navigate to uavionics.com. So the first thing we're going to need to do is update the AV30C. To update it, we're going to be looking on uavionics.com, and we're going to go to support. Click on support and scroll down till you see AV30C STC. From there, we're going to go to Service Bulletin Software Upgrade 2.5.0. Click on that. Now we're going to download the firmware. And as you can see, it's asking me, do you want to download? And I'm going to say, please download the firmware. So it's gone to, you barely saw that, but it actually has gone down to my download folder. So from here, we're going to disconnect from my internet and we're going to connect to the AV Link. So to do that, we're going to go back to my settings page we're going to click on the AV link. Once we get the blue screen, the blue check mark, we're going to navigate back over to Safari, and we're going to type in 192.168.5.1. If you're using an experimental AV link and it is older software, this might not work. And it'll be 192.168.4.1. And it does show that we're connected. If your unit doesn't want to pick up the AV link Wi-Fi connection, then power cycle your AV30 so that you're able to pick it up again. So now that we're connected, we're going to navigate back over to Safari and go to 192.168.5.1. As you can see, the AV30 software is 2.3.9. We're going to click down here at AV Display Software Update at the bottom right. And you'll go to a page that says AV Display Software Update. We're going to click on Choose File. I'm going to go Most Recent, because that's usually where it's going to show up. We're going to click on that file. This file is intended for certified use only. If you are sure you want to install AV30C 2.5.0 software, then click OK. So as you can see, you'll see the AV Display Software Update go to 100%. And we're going to let it sit. If you look at your AV30, you'll see that the screen has gone black. This is normal. It's working on completing the update. And so we're going to let this sit until it's completed. Make sure not to navigate off of this page because it will cause the unit to fail the update. So now we got update complete. Click to return to the main page. So we're going to close that. And you'll see your screen come back up and it'll say upgrade detected and confirm all settings. And to confirm all settings, press any key to continue. So we'll go ahead and press that key. And if you restart that same page for the AV link, you'll see that the software has been updated. And that's how you update your AV30. Now to configure the AV link portion of it, you're going to go to Wi-Fi settings. We request that you go ahead and input a password for the AV link. I wouldn't use their options, so we're going to choose our own passwords. I'm going to put in airplane as my password. You can use whatever you want. There is a way to clear it if you accidentally save it and forget your password. So now it has a password set, and now that it's set, you'll see that we're going to be knocked off and Safari won't be able to reach it. So we're going to go back to our settings page. We're going to click on the AV link again, and we're going to type in airplane, which is the password we just picked, and join. Once we're connected, we're going to go back to Safari. We're going to refresh that page and you're going to see it's going to pop up. Let's see if we got everything connected here. So it does show the Sentry. It shows that it's connected. So we should see it come up here. It'll have the Sentry SSID. If for some reason you have a Sentry that is renamed, you may have to do a hard reset on that to default it back to what it originally came with. So once you have all that information there, we're going to save it. And we're going to go back to the main page. You're going to see all the software for your Sentry, the AV Link, the AV30, and everything is good to go. So now we can go back to the AV30 and take a look at the display page of the AV30 and what that's going to look like. Now that your unit's been updated, we will now be able to display traffic on the AV30. To get to the traffic display, you'll press and hold the center button, and it'll take you to the DG heading page. press and hold again, and you'll get to the multi-function display where traffic will be displayed. As you can see, we don't have heading because we are not moving, and we don't have any traffic in the area because there's no airplanes flying around at this moment. So we don't have any traffic displayed. To configure the settings of the AV link, we're going to press the menu button, and you can change the filters. You can see the filters in the installation manual and what they represent. There's normal, above, below, only own. Oh, and we did just pick up some traffic there. Since we were just filtering only own, the reason why that showed up is because the only information that we're filtering out is our own ADSB information. So we were able to get some traffic to show up. If we want to see more information, we'll click the done button, get out of there, click the center button, and we'll rotate the center knob over that traffic, and we get JBU 263, and it's 9.6 nautical miles from us at 34,000 feet, and it's going 373 knots. It is a large aircraft. So if there's anything else in our area, we would be able to press that center button and rotate around to the other traffic until we get on what we want to look at. So going back to the menu, we can do the filter. The next thing is entering in our own ship ICAO. And so that can be changed to match your N number. If you want to know where to get that ICAO address, it'll be on the FAA website in the registration, or you can also go to avionicstools.com/ICAO, and I'll put that information in the video. And then the other thing that you can notice is this is my 5 mile, 10 mile, 15 miles away, nautical miles. I can stretch that all the way out to 40 nautical miles. And so we can even look even further. Of course, we just have that one aircraft right now. And to change the page, if you happen to be connected to a Tail Beacon X, there'll be a second page here. So 101, and then our AI display will be the Beacon X. And this is where you'll be able to set the squawk code, change the mode, and also set the flight ID.